You letting your fire burn bright, are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time of day this is for you. And welcome. It's me, Wendy Bay, Majeki Quay, your friendly, freaky, sweetgrass, water medicine woman. So Christianna Chris Superstar. Oh, this beautiful divine being right here. Yeah, all the mess. Welcome to all you beautiful divine beings. Right here too, right? Right? If you never watched before, I always say we're all here because we're never going to get there. Why even try to get there? Because as soon as you get there, you say, I'm here. So let's just be happy being here. Stop trying to get there. Right? Like I've said, tomorrow never comes. As soon as you get there, we're today. No, let's live today. We can't live yesterday, or we already did. We survived yesterday. We're here. So are we just going to survive today, or are we going to live today? Each day we can choose. Is it survive day or live day? Hey, and it might fluctuate. That's all right. Right? Gotta have some balance. Right? I was just talking to somebody too, saying that, we're always going to need that shit. We need shit for fertilizer. We need shit to help that growth for the best growth possible, right? Make sure we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with shit. And again, that toxic shit. We don't want to end up trying to use toxic shit for growth. Unless it's the toxic shit we're turning into fuel for tilling the soils. I don't know. Look at me, just thinking about having to make my medicine today because I infused this high CBD medical marijuana, high CBD marijuana, and I infuse it into alcohol. And it's a high content of alcohol, and I put it on the stove and let it simmer off. So it basically cooks off the alcohol. So there's not that much alcohol, and I'm left with the medicines, and that's what I put in my hot chocolate. I keep saying tea. I haven't had tea in a while, but my hot chocolate and a little bit of caffeine. That also helps open up for your body to receive those things. So it helps that medicine take effect too, just a little bit. Anyways, where I was going with that, I might jump back on for a little Tipsy Tuesday because every time I lick the spoon when I'm stirring my medicine, we used to tease my mom how she used to we'd say, hey, she get drunk off of sniffing the cap. So that's kind of like how I feel. Tired and groggy, woke up with my head was really hurt, went to bed, it was kind of hurting, right? Oh, stress, I've been writing. But, stress isn't all bad. There's good stress. When we're excited, that can put a stress on our body too. So for me, my body just did, what are you doing? I've always been so, extreme in happiness. Annoy people with my positivity, but don't change. That's me. That's fine. I like me as I am. Love me more and more every day. That's awesome. That's okay, right? That's okay. At the end of the day, at the end of my life, I'm going to be the one there with me. You're the only one that's with you from the beginning of your life to the end of your life, 24/7, right? 365, 366, whatever days a year for however long you're going to be here. So wouldn't you like to be liked by the person you spend the most time with? Right? Wouldn't you like to be liked? Wouldn't you like to like that reflection in the mirror? Because you're the only one you're going to see when you look in the mirror, right? Really, when you're looking outside, really you're seeing only from your perception, whatever. Maybe, so it takes conscious effort to get out of our own way and see things in a new way, That can take a lot of work. And my dog's barking. I'm going to go let her in. Love you. Be right back. You won't even know I'm gone. Oh, see, I told you. You wouldn't even know that I was gone, except for I just kind of jumped to a different position, though, didn't I? Yeah, she's all excited. I could have just left it because it was my daddy getting back. He would have let her in. But, she's out there barking. You probably hear her over there whining. I'm sorry. So let's jump in. Let's dive in. Let's dive in. Oh. Ow. Yes, like I was saying, I might come back a little later for a trip, Tipsy Truth time, huh? We'll see. We'll see what I get called to do. We'll see what happens when I lick the spoon. Right, just the thought of it. I'm there already. I'm like tipsy already. Up at 5:30 this morning. And I was up late too. We're caught up in Firefly Lane. I'm liking that one. Catherine Hegel. I can't remember the other girl's name. She was from another show that I really liked watching. Scrubs. I think it was Scrubs. Oh. Anyways, I also watched another one called Self-Made. I watched a limited series there. Ooh, that was good. Some good power songs on there too. Excuse me. Yeah. Empowering stuff. Women power, right? And I'm thinking about that now. Woohoo! Yeah, well, I spent my life the tomboy or whatever. I didn't connect with the girls. You say, oh, I'd rather be out crowing with the cocks instead of home clucking with the hens. Right? But it was just, when you're sitting around there and they're all just complaining about their men and whatever and whatnots and what have yous, whatever. Hey, to each their own. You never know the stories. And hey, my mama always said bitches are man-made. Could go the other way too, right? So, it's not about the blame game, not about the shame game. It's not a game, right? It's a life. We're just living and learning, growing. Hopefully it's showing, but But we know what we're doing inside. So if we're doing that work and you've put a lot in, it might not show on the outside. Or there's some that are just going to see you no matter how much work and improvement you do to yourself or whatever. Some are just not going to see you because they're only going to see through their own eyes. That's all we can do, right? I just got to shake it at her. She got to stop that whining. She thinks that Papa's got her some food or something. Yeah, she just likes to bug. That's okay. She's a puppy. Well, not so much of a puppy anymore. She's like 6 now. Yeah, that's my other girl. The other girl in the house. That's right. What we gonna do today? Okay, do some regulars. Hopping in there. What was our card from yesterday? What's our main focus this week? Harvesting. What are we harvesting? What are we bringing? Our self-expression. Becoming whole in who we are and expressing from that place of wholeness. Look at that. That's our focus. You come into wholeness and then express from that. Don't try and express yourself. No, but maybe sometimes. Let me try this out. Let me put on this mask. Let me dance this way. No, I don't like that. Right? Right? Mr. Dress Up. Like, hello, you got a tickle trunk? Maybe that's what you need to do. Right? Try on different things for self-expression. And are you doing your self-expression for connection or attention? Right? Right? Or just to, this is who I am. This is the gift I have to share. This is, whether somebody's open to receive or whatever. This is what I've been put here for. You stand on the corner with your sign, free hugs, whatever, right? Hey, maybe that's your purpose. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe there's that one person that's walked by and they had never had a hug before. Right? Maybe there's something they felt hideous. Nobody would ever want to touch them. And, to have that hug, you never know. You never know. It's these little tiny things that create the biggest impacts, right? Right? They call it the butterfly wing effect, the butterfly effect or something. Like, there's that theory or something. A butterfly can flap its wings on one side of the earth and create a tsunami on the other. So, you never know. It's those littlest things. So, pay attention. Right? The littlest things that hurt us the most too, right? We keep going for all that big stuff, but the good things come in small packages. Isn't that what they say? Good things come to those who wait. All that sort of stuff. Wisdom. Those is all words of wisdom. Okay, let's call in all of our energies from the east. Path of illumination and clarity. Place of fire. Place of man. And let's call back all of our energies from the south. It's the waters, the emotions, innocence, the place of the child. Calling back all of our energies from the west. That's the earth, the physical, the woman, place of introspection. And calling back all of our energies from the north. That's the air, the mental, the wisdom years. Walking this red road, our earth walk goes from south. This comes up a lot in this position now, doesn't it? Because how many times we look at those kids and go, oh my goodness, if we could bottle and sell that. Like, they always have more energy than we have, don't they? Don't they? But we can still tap into that as we get older and as we're maturing and walking that red road, then we learn to balance that. We can't just go all day. We need to have our naps, you know. When we're younger, right, it's the parents, those outside things, that tell us, okay, now it's time for you to lay down for a nap because we'll just go. We won't even stop to go to the bathroom because it's going to take away from our fun. I don't have time to go pee. Right? But I'm not going to waste this energy in the bathroom. Whatever that is for you. So how do you do that? How do you find that usable energy now as you're moving up and as you're moving through? What's brought you energy? What lights your fire, gets you all excited, right? And what are those things that you're grateful for up there in the north, in that space up there? Being grateful for those energies. Being grateful that every little bit of energy that we get to be able to do something, right? Even if that's some within work, even if on the outside it doesn't look like you're doing anything. Right? You can look at those Buddhist monks or whatever. They're just sitting there, but you know, kind of looking like my beginning guy a little bit there. Right? Guy, girl, whatever. Perfect. But there is lots going on. Lots going on inside. Our bodies are constantly doing stuff. That's why we need to lay down and be grateful. And if we don't listen to that body, right? It'll say, out you go. You know, so if we don't listen to those smaller signals that say you better rest now, it's going to bring in a bigger illness that's totally going to wipe us out. So we need to be grateful that we have these bodies and we can be in tune with these bodies and get the most out of these bodies, because the more we push them, the less we're going to get. The more we push them, the less we're going to get out of them. We're going to wear them out quicker. I'm speaking from experience too. I'm like, okay, ready for the next phase. Okay, I'm ready for the next phase. Take the love and the lessons. Bring it on. Well, and then even with my ex, such an age difference. And if only I had a few more gray hairs, a few more wrinkles. Maybe he wouldn't feel so uncomfortable if I didn't look so much younger, right? So, you know, maybe if I was a little older, you know, I didn't mean arthritis right now. 20 years before I'm not supposed to be dealing with that. If that, right? It's like, so where are you spending it? What are you going to be grateful for? So I'm grateful for this pain that's telling me to slow down. I'm grateful for this pain that helped me to get in tune and in touch with my body and listening to its signals, in tune with the truth signals, the tingles down the back of my spine. So those let me know, right? I'm in tune with that. And I rest it. Even when I'm feeling lazy. I know, I am not a lazy person. Though, hey, had a reputation of that, right? Even got a couch potato. But I was outside a lot, right? East to west, the blue road is spirit. That's the generous protectors. Always there with it. This comes up a lot in this position, too. And we can reach out. And, you know, I feel like I was totally protected this last week because I just kept praying. You know, this person is not here for my best intentions. Please help them clear out. Right? So that I will know, you know, and I'm not going to have right? But I also became a generous protector myself because it's a wrong time to try and take advantage of me. Let me tell you, I have been through so much that my eyes are wide open right now, and I have plenty of foresight because I have so much hindsight. And that's how, if we connect in that spirit, we can see that. Our patterns, our cycles. What is it that we're longing for? What is that void we're trying to fill? And we need to fill that for ourselves. Fill that with spirit. Fill that for ourselves. So we're not going to try and take it from anybody else, right? So we're giving and we're open to receiving, right? But we're not going to be disappointed that it's not coming here because we know it's always here, right? We've always fully, wholly supported, always, no matter what's going on in our physical realities. We're always supported. But free wills, we have to open up. Free wills, that generous protector isn't going to come in. We have to release and say, please help me. Give away that, I got to have control. So we need to release feeling like we need to control everything. Release that. Give it away. Show that gratitude. Thank you for another day. Thank you for this breath. Thank you for this water, for this earth, for this body. Always gratitude. Release that need to control. Love. Or to know what's going to happen. Below. There with it. Right? We never know what's going to happen. Right? Now, I like to say, your will, creator, not my will. Because, hey, when I do that, when I step back and I go, okay, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just going to allow things to unfold, see what happens, and enjoying every moment. Not trying to soak everything out of it, letting it come up, letting it flow naturally, ebb and flow, however it goes. Right? Staying connected with the source. Okay, what's my guidance here? It's your will, divine, not mine. Your will and your divine timing, not mine. And those things, when I have released and in complete surrender, like I say, I only give up to the source. So when I do completely give up, and then I don't go, oh wait, you're taking too long, let me get that back here. When I completely release it, that's when the miracles happen. I step out of the way, and then with grace and ease. With grace and ease. Grace and ease. If you're fighting, and things do come, you have to put in effort. Doesn't have to be hard. Effort doesn't mean hard, right? Effort doesn't mean hard. So you need to put in that effort too, and follow that guidance. As you're seeing it, the signs are everywhere. But there's also too, we can look so hard that sometimes a cup of coffee is just a cup of coffee. Okay, so that's where if we're in tune with our body signals, we can see. Like my nose one is a little bit, I get tickled, so you say you're going to kiss a fool or whatever, or hearing something, or there's one place and I think I was lying to myself. That's what it felt like, but it felt like my nose was growing like Pinocchio. Like it literally felt like my nose was growing until I switched it up and I started saying the truth to myself. So then, yeah. So it wasn't itchy. It wasn't like an itchy nose. Like it literally felt like it was growing and stretching from my face like Pinocchio. I literally felt like Pinocchio. And then when I started acknowledging and going, well, that's not really true. It felt like it was, just like Pinocchio. So that was something. So, and I don't think that it hasn't really translated to others because I haven't got that. Wouldn't that be a clear signal though, right? Somebody's lying to me and I see their nose grow. Huh? Or feel mine grow? That'd be a great signal. That'd be a sure tell. Right? Please, if that's your will divine, to give me that signal to know when somebody is lying to me. Right? Trying to get my goat. Whatever. I see their nose grow. I don't know. We'll see. I have these truth tingles. Journey of love. We're on this journey of that self-love. To that self to know you're lovable. Journey to that love from your source. That source has for you. You know what? We're going to leave that one up there. Because that one popped out a few times yesterday too. So we're all on this journey to love. To self-love. To know that we are lovable. Right? Journey to be lovable. Journey to be loved. Right? We all want that. To be loved and accepted just as we are. Did we get that in childhood? Do we go out trying to make up for what we didn't get? Do we just keep giving to others what we want to receive? Because we've told that too, right? If you want it, go give it to others. Right? Treat others the way you want to be treated. But that doesn't mean they're going to do that back, right? So, whatever that is for you. Another one jumping up. And then friendship with yourself. Two moles. Friendship to yourself. Now I'm just going to leave the journey of love there. Friendship to yourself. Balancing the male, female energies. We're whole and complete. We're not going out to look for something to complete us. We're going out and sharing from that wholeness. Right? Looking out because we are feeling complete and whole, and we want to share from that and not take from anyone. We give and we open to receive. Taking and receiving very different energies. Try it for yourself. Feel it out for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for it. Look at those when it pop out too. What's that? Inspiration and excitement, that self-reflection, seeking the light within. You know, how are you doing that? That's how we get that journey to love. And that was the above, below, and within. Right? We're all seeking that connection, but we need to do that. Once we know that, we love ourselves, we know what it feels like to be loved. Or think back, there was a time you must have felt special or something, so you know what that feels like too. Call in those feelings. Bring those back to you. You know what it feels like to be loved. You know what it feels like to be accepted, fully, wholly as you are. You are, always, by the divine creator, no matter what you believe that to be. You know, we're all on these journeys. We'll know when we get there. Whatever you believe, it makes no difference to me, right? As long as you're not trying to force that on me or you're creating such destruction out there. Right? That's the thing. To each their own. Whatever floats your boat. Right? But we're not the only ones here. And what's also, we need to remember our place. We are the little specks. We are the last in line of creation. So we need to humble ourselves. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of our Creator. We gotta bend down low. We gotta humble ourselves in the eyes of the Creator. We gotta know He knows we can raise each other up. That's a humble song. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. And it just goes through. Humble yourselves in front of our children, in front of the Creator, in front of our grandmothers and grandfathers and all of creation. We need to humble ourselves. Oh, we gotta humble ourselves. We look at animals and contribute human behavior to that, but we have learned from the animals. We are like nature. Nature is not like us, right? We are like our Creator. Our Creator is not like us. We're made in that image. Whatever. Through any creation stories. Whatever. It's beautiful. Creation stories are beautiful. I love it. Love it. Oh, us humans are just amazing beings. Anyways. But we're the last in the line of creation. We're the little babies. We're the youngest here. How do we know the best then? Right? You know, do you go to your kids when your kids are born? And okay, you guys are the boss. You tell us how to run the show. Because you guys know you're in charge now. That's like us humans coming along. Okay, all you old ancestors, relatives, elders, you know nothing. Us babies are going to take over now. Let's love us. Let's laugh at ourselves. We gotta love humanity. So much of us turn against ourselves and each other because we turn against ourselves, because we're ashamed of ourselves. What's that over now? You're calling me to this one? Okay. Okie dokies. 23. I'm sorry. I just rambling. Ability to respond. Look at us as we learn that journey of love we're going through. We're looking for that love. We're loving ourselves. We have that ability to respond. Are we turning on ourselves or whatever, right? We're letting go of old ways and embracing new ways. What is that for you, right? Giving away that need to control. Are we responding or reacting? Because if we give that need, the need to control, we will more likely breathe and take that time to respond instead of react. So give away that need to control, that need to, everybody needs to know my story. Now I've got to go out and tell everybody. Right? Because, I was just sharing something too. When people are trying to make you look like you're crazy or whatever, and then they just keep poking you until you get that reaction. Right? So you need to find that inner peace that nobody can throw you off that, because I'm connected, fully supported, I don't need you to like me. I don't care what you think about me, whatever. I'm going to be respectful and considerate of people, but I'm not going to base my reactions and responses on what somebody else thinks I should do, right? I'm going to align with the divine, right? I'm going to respond from that, not my hurt feelings, not my little human brain that can't see beyond its own little limited view, right? Because it just wants to keep connecting things and keep in the cycles, because I'm used to that. Just keep me in this regular, brain likes to be in ruts. But it also likes to learn and expand, right? It'll believe anything you tell it. So release those things that you're telling it. if they're holding you back and they're keeping you away from that peace inside, right? We're reflecting over here and over there. Okay. Right. That's the rites of passage, the change. So we can, now because we were reacting, we're giving it out of the way. We're given that need to control. And so that's creating that change. We're opening up and allowing that change to happen, right? If we never let go of the cradle board, we'd never be able to walk, right? If our parents just kept coming in, how would we be able to do that on our own? So we need to release the need to controlling how our kids are raised, controlling this outside, or what's going to happen in that this way, whatever, right? See where that loyalty lies. Is that because, we're loyal to men, or we need to change that, right? Loyalty to source and to self and to others, right? Because when we're doing that job, that begin within, we're aligning our attentions with source, with the highest and best interest of all. Wow, right? Keep that loyalty to that source. Keep that loyalty to love. And change, because now we live in fear. So change our minds. If you can't change what's happening, you can always change your mind. Oh, that has worked for me all the time. They don't know where you are in your mind. You can go anywhere. You can be held. And I read the book Papillon, an old friend introduced me to that. And it's based on a true story of a man that escaped a French prison. And even another one, oh my goodness, on a bag of coconuts. Beautiful. But in solitary confinement, blacked out, whatever, but he could go places in his mind. And that was a beautiful story. So that's something we can always do. So where does your loyalty lie? Line it up with source, right? You never go wrong lining up with your source, because you always know your source. Your source always wants what's best for you and for all too, right? Wants what's best for all. Doesn't want anybody left behind. Right? East. And then we take action based on that. Based from that. We take that action because we're changing our ways. We're finding where our loyalties. We're going to be loyal to love, not what we fear. Right? And then we're going to celebrate. We're going to share from that wholeness. That's what we're going to do. Do that little dance. Do a little celebration. We're like, yee-hoo! Woo-hoo! We're going to party now and celebrate. Because we responded in a different way. Look at that, right? We took a little step. We took our first step. Woohoo! Celebrate every little step along the way. Because that just encourages more. Be grateful. I was able to take that step. I saw that. I listened. I responded. I didn't react. Thank you, Creator. This is awesome, right? And then you gather together that power. And it's building that energy. That's what we do. We dance around that fire. We build up those energies to help draw those in, right? All that usable energy, that love and energy that's there for everybody. No exceptions. We don't need to take from anybody. We gather around. That's the time for those powwows. Powwow season is coming. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be able to gather this year? But we do in some way always make some connections to your fellow humanity. Start within here though. It's not about impressing anybody, right? Let's not express ourselves for attention. Let's express ourselves for that connection to let others know, right? I'm here with you. I'm here with you. Oh, I've gone through that too. I don't know what your experience of that is. This was what my experience was. Right? I have no idea what yours, like 25, 26, 27. Look at that. We're taking those steps, one step at a time, right? Take your time. We are not in a race. We might be called the human race, but there's no race. We're all on this, right? Connection builds that empowerment. We know we're together. We can soar together. Look at those two eagles up in that sky. That power place. Our earth connection. We get empowerment when we connect with each other, when we can see that, wow, your story is like my story. And I thought I was the only one. I thought I was going crazy, Especially when you meet people like trying to make you seem crazy. And what they've been saying looks like it's the truth because they're responding or you're reacting. You're reacting. They're throwing you off your piece. You're reacting because you feel like, right? They don't know me. I have to tell them who I am because these people aren't telling them who I am. They're lying. We're going to get caught up in that. And then that'd be the fear. Now I'm getting fear. And then I make what they're saying look true, right? It's like those little cats would do. I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. And you go, whoa, boom, she hit me, and I didn't even touch her. Oh, how many of us has gone through that? I have all these brothers. Right. Saying we can transmute those poisons, right? See that was not our fault. Or maybe it was. Maybe we called something on. Maybe, right? We didn't exit the thing when we should have. Maybe we got bit a few times by that snake. You know what? In relations, even toxic relationships, this is an average of leaving 7 times. It's like the 7th time before it sticks, right? Maybe that comes with the Bible thing. It's like forgive 7 times, not 7 times, 77 times. Like, so what is that for you, right? So transmute those poisons. We shed those skins. Hey, sometimes we go back. I did that because then it was like, no, I'm going in again to get this last kick at the can. I'm going to make sure I'm acting from my integrity impeccably, that I know I gave it my all, that I adjusted myself, and it's not a one-way thing, right? So, you know what I would call, I'm sorry, this is me, I'm sensitive. Yes, it's all you, it's all you, it's all you. There's no taking responsibility on the other side. It's just like, yes. So that's happened a lot. Do you have that too? Where you will take on things and as it's your fault, but it's not. There's 2 players in there. It takes 2 to tango, right? So what is that for you? Is that something you need to transmute in yourself? Hey, nobody's going to do it. Ain't nobody going to come say, yeah, I'm sorry, I took advantage of you. You know, we might want that, but it ain't going to happen. These people believe their own lies, and it ain't gonna happen. In their own mind, they have done nothing wrong. You know, set me the way I am, but you better adjust to my plan, right? But no, don't expect me to change. Don't use me for your punching bag. But bum, right? So, you know, what is that for you, right? We can look back at those old relationships, the stuff that we've already transmuted, what gave us that power and helped us to feel connected, right? Sometimes we get lost. We think that's in another person. It's going to be another relationship. And we start transferring on. I just had a thing happen to me because my kids are gone. I'm missing them. Because it's been so hard when you have them every day and you're gonna hug them every day. Look at their beautiful little faces, your sunshine every morning. Morning snuggles with each of them. The bedtimes. A personal moment with each of them. I miss them so much. So, right? You know, transmute those poisons, whatever. Loyalties, dogs will be loyal to abusers. We do that. Trauma bonding. So changing the way we're connecting to others, right? Because if we're doing it for attention, we're going to get the wrong attentions. Or the attention that doesn't have good intentions, you know? Whatever that is for you, I'm sure you can look back and maybe have experienced that in your life, and we can celebrate and gather back those parts of us and that we learned, and now we can turn that into foresight. I'm big on that, taking that hindsight and turning it into foresight. We can do it. That's right. We can get through this together. I'm here with you. I got you. I know you got me too. So all we need is that love and support to know we're not alone. There's plenty for all. There is plenty for all. Harvest Lodge of the Stones. Plenty for all. Plenty of love for all. Plenty of food for all. There should be nobody going without and suffering. If there is, it's because there's greedy, selfish people, families, whatever, keeping it all to themselves because it's that hunger for power and control. Somebody just put on there, and I love that Russell Brand. I love the way he puts stuff out there too. I just commented as well because I was pursuing my acting career out in BC. Jiminy Glick in La La Wood. Oh yeah, he played a rock star in that. And there was a scene, I got recognized in that movie a couple of times. I recognize myself. I know 15 seconds and about, there was like a few scenes all together. Maybe 15 seconds. Maybe. Probably not. But there's one point where it looks like my eyes are bulging. Anyways, as he puts on there, people, and I think it was another thing he was researching there too, about the privatizing going to space. Now these families, they could be sharing around so nobody goes hungry, but no, it's their own selfish wants and desires or whatever. Let's go colonize the moon and whatever. Fine, leave all these poor people behind, right? But what they're going to come back and keep taking stuff from the earth to take to the moon, right? Leaving others with less and less? Or maybe that's what they mean, the meek shall inherit the earth. They'll get out there and they won't be able to get back. And here we go. The meek inherit the earth because all the rich took off. We'll get back to those old ways, right? I don't know, but we know there is plenty for all. There is plenty for all. That's the past. We got to get past that cultural illusion that there is lacking. Oh, third world countries, all this. Why? Because, hey, we've gone over there. Those people in power, they rape, taking without giving anything back in return because they just see it, they want it, they go take it without any thought. Oh no, these pests are too much. Let's wipe these out. Well, the only one that doesn't work in cooperation with everything is man. And it's only a few. It's not everybody. This isn't a blanket of it all. It isn't a blanket. Not at all. We used to work in tune with the earth. We still can. It begins within, right? We take that time. See what needs to change. What are we loyal to? That's the seed of prosperity. That's how we plant that seed of prosperity. What are we loyal to? Right? This, right? Mount Rushmore. It was. Our chief faces, original peoples here. Blasted over to put their, at the Mount Rushmore, right? Those, whatever. That's not a seed of prosperity. Because did we prosper? Is everyone prospering? That's prosperity when everybody is prospering, not only a few. That's not what this was designed for. That's not what creation was designed for. Everybody is equal, right? What makes you more important than me? What makes me more important than you? Nothing. We're all essential here. Like every ant is essential. Everything is needed here. Well, you know what? Everything survived here without us. So it's like we're the only things so dependent. Humans are so dependent on everything else. Yet we think it's all dependent on us. Backwards. See through those cultural illusions. Let's change that. Let's see. What's our loyalty? Are we loyal to money? Are we loyal to love? What kind of prosperity do we want? What do we see success as? Is success all the stuff you got? Or success how deeply you loved? All the sharing. Is it success about what you get or what you have to give? Is it success when you have that spiritual kinship? That 3 of bowls. See, journey of love. That 2 of bowls came out too, right? It's that connecting. We're making friends and letting that expand from there. And then we're celebrating. And then we'll come together and gather. And we share our stories. We share our triumphs. We celebrate together every little step. Every little step is honored. And we take our time with those steps. So beautiful, right? We sit there and we recognize that call. When we recognize that call, we'll take that move. We'll go. We know. Recognize a call to share your story. Whatever that is for you. If something's, saying this is, you plant this seed. Hey, it's time to plant this seed now, right? You've been hanging on to it. We know you love the seed, but it's time to plant it, right? That's how you're relating to that power. We're channeling in that through. So I'm not going to use my own energies. I'm calling on and I'm connecting, grounding in, transmuting these poisons and calling in and on that source, your will. I'm aligning with your will. Help me to recognize that call, Creator, to do your will, your divine will in the highest and best interest of all. So how do you do that for you? Because it all begins within. That's right, beautiful people. There we go. Love you as big as heart hugs ever. Yes. Thank you for being you. Shining your light through everything you do, because this world really needs you. Oh, it's so beautiful with you here. You've got such a beautiful, unique light. Nobody can shine like you. And the world is going to miss out if you don't keep shining your light too. Right? Gather. It needs all of us to shine. We can all shine at the same time. Why not? The stars do. They're out there shining right now, even though we don't see them. Because the sky is blue. Whatever that is, it's up for you. I love you. Have a wonderful day.